Hello, YouTube land. Been a while since I've been on this. My ugly kisser here. I figured I'd just say a few words out here. I got the electric heater going in here. We had a pretty nasty rainstorm. Thank goodness it was rain. Thought we were going to lose power. We didn't. So today is Thursday. Date-wise, the 12th of December. I'm not near a calendar. I don't have one in here in the shop. Just a couple things I want to mention. Not that I'm complaining. It's just the way my life goes. I've been doing a lot of Christmas shopping online, trying to get something for my wife. And I did, on good old eBay, small items. But there was a larger item that I could not get. Because I have zero luck with anything that I try to, any website that I try to order on because of logging in problems. Amazon I gave up on. I was able to order one item, which was a very small item. My wife has been on Amazon for years and years and years. Never had any problem. Years ago, I created a Amazon account, and I lost the password, so they gave me another one. I got in. All the trouble started when I tried to get an item that was on sale, provided you have the Amazon Prime. Otherwise, you pay a higher price. A 30-day trial. All right, so they gave me a new password, and they sent the code to my phone, and I put it in, and I got in. I was able to order the item, and then I got a email saying that there's suspicious activity on your account, so we canceled your free Prime. I said, great, that's a story of my life. Only me. Everybody else can do it. I can't. So, strangely enough, the item came in with no shipping charge. But it was over $35 anyway, so, because I ordered two of those items, and it were small items, and they went over $35. So that's probably why. Okay, so I got it. All right. After that came, I says, well, hey, maybe it's going to be all right. Maybe I won't get any more problems. So, okay, so I ordered something else small. Could not get into my account. I got the password, the new password they gave me, which I wrote it down. I made it. It was perfect. Put it down. Got that red box saying wrong password or something to that effect. Story of my life. So I clicked on forgot password, and they sent me another code, and then I made up another password. Good, okay, great. I wrote that down. You have to put it in twice, but I wrote it down on a piece of paper. Went to log in with that new password. Nope, couldn't do it. I've had it with Amazon. And unfortunately, the item I wanted to get from my wife was only available on Amazon. Oh, I had to tell her I'm very, very sorry. I'm going to give you the money. You'll have to order your own Christmas gift. It's something that I know she would like. She ordered it. The only way I can order anything online is good old eBay. That is why I don't buy from DigiKey when I need anything for my shop. If I can't get it from from eBay, or if I want to get a tube, I'll go to Bob Dubush, findatube.com. I don't have any problem with those, or what used to be Sal's Capacitor Corner is Tony's Capacitor Corner now. I don't have any problem with those sites whatsoever. Alright, so, my wife wanted to know what I want for Christmas. Like I said before, I was worried about her. The last thing on my mind is what I want for Christmas. So I says, well, let me try AliExpress. Everybody talks about it. I ordered one thing from AliExpress. Small item for myself. Probably $20-some. Okay. I got it. And it's coming. In order to check the tracking, you click on check the tracking, and you got to sign in to AliExpress again. And when you do, you got to put all the information back in. Your billing information, your shipping address, the whole schmeal all over again. Oh, so I copied the tracking number and went to U.S. Postal Service tracking, and I got a message saying this is not a postal service, U.S. Postal Service tracking number. So it's dedicated to AliExpress, which is in China. What else to do? But I knew it was anyways. Okay, so nothing new. I wasn't surprised. A story of my life. So I was able to order one. I got that one thing coming. It gives a date when it's supposed to be here, but I can't track it. I cannot track it because I can't sign back in. I had that password written down. When I go into that, it says invalid, and you got to sign in the whole thing again. That's the story of my life. It's always been that way. Always. I don't have any problem with good old eBay. So, unfortunately, my wife knows what she's getting for Christmas, and a lot of things she buys, that she knows what she wants, and she buys it, and I give her the money for it, because she wants to do that. But I wanted to surprise her. I could not surprise her. I did one thing, though. I ordered a nice little thing for her on eBay that I think she'll like. So it's a small item, but the large item, you know, most of the time, gifts and stuff, AliExpress has a lot of stuff. But AliExpress is kind of screwy because their prices are all over. You can get one item for one price, and then another item, brand new also, half the price. A good example is the Tascam PL368 radio, that one long skinny radios. One was $40 new from AliExpress, and the other's close to $80 or thereabouts. That was one item that I was looking at, but I don't really need it. But I was looking at it, but that's an example of AliExpress. The prices are all over the place, and some of them, like the $40 for the same radio that normally would cost $70, and there's no difference, not used, not defective. That's the way AliExpress works, I guess. So, that's out. I can't get into it. So I got the items coming. And speaking of coming, good old eBay. I'll show you a picture. For $20, free shipping, I got a box of tubes. Mostly new old stock, so the seller claims. But he also claims some of the boxes may not have the tubes that are marked in there. But as far as he knows, most of them are new. This little radio I got down here, the battery radio, I haven't finished working on that since my wife has been in the hospital and then went to the physical rehab. So I wanted a 1T4 vacuum tube. So I'm going to show you a picture. For $20 I got supposedly a box of 50 various vacuum tubes, including a bunch of 1T4 tubes. Now if I get 3 or 4 good tubes out of that 50 box, I'm happy. So, good old eBay, I'm telling you. I just hope eBay doesn't get like Amazon and like AliExpress. I have no luck ordering. I just don't know why. I do everything very carefully. I double check and triple check to make sure I got in the password an uppercase, lowercase, or whatever it is, and a number and this and that in the password. And I do it very carefully. I write it down and I type very, very slow, watching the keyboard to make sure, because I can't type unless I'm looking at the keyboard, and then I look up and make sure it's right. And I double check and triple check myself, and it still don't work. I am so frustrated. This is why, as I mentioned so many times before, I do things with things I understand. I don't try any new video editing programs. I got a Windows 11 laptop, which I very rarely use because I'm not comfortable using it, but I'm not going to get rid of it because in the future, probably that's all that'll work. I'm still using Windows 7 because I'm used to it. I love it. And I do have a Windows 10, which I don't use that much because, like I said before, the filing system is crazy. You put something in, I use my documents, and in my documents is a video folder, a music folder, and a photo folder. So I put videos in the video folder, which are in my documents. When I do that on Windows 10, I get an error saying access denied. I don't have that problem with Windows 7. So that is one of the reasons why I do not use Windows 10. And as far as Windows 11, I haven't even tried that. I use my desktop, and I use Windows Movie Maker and Sony Movie Studio 13. And that's it. And I only can use about 10% of Windows Sony Movie Studio 13 because I can't put text over the picture or anything like I can with Windows Movie Maker. I just can't do it. I tried and I can't do it. It goes in the wrong place. So, and I'm not to give you a bunch of, I'm stupid when it comes to this complicated stuff. This stuff I understand, except for the very modern digital stuff. The old radios I understand. What's limiting me is my damn eyes. And I'm still looking for some kind of a magnification that I can look and work on a radio. All they have out there is these microscopes, and that's made for surface-mounted components, not made for working on a radio like this. So I end up with reading glasses, these here glasses, a magnifying glass on top of that, trying to hold the soldering iron, trying to hold the solder, trying to hold the capacitor. It's very frustrating. So, anyways, what I miss is going to the store. 20 years ago, I never had any problem. You'd go to the mall, and there's plenty of things to find in different gift shops and stuff. Walk in, see something for your wife, and buy it. Never had a problem. And you had different vendors out in the mall, in the walkway, what they call the causeway, I guess you call it, And there's all kinds of things, places that engrave things. I never had problems. I always could buy. The only thing is I had to deal with the crowds. But now I got to deal with complicated websites that everybody else seems to navigate, including my wife, but I can't. I follow the instructions, exactly what they say, but it don't work. And when I did get into Amazon the second time, I said, I'm not going to click on Prime, but it wouldn't work. Because as soon as I clicked on the item, then it wanted me to sign in. So I guess you could look at stuff on Amazon, but when you want to buy, then you got to sign in, create an account again. I got an account, but it won't accept my password, my email and my password. Oh, I'm too old for this high-tech stuff. Not to complain, but I had to make this little video to let you know I'm still here trying to learn this complicated stuff, and I'm not going to try to learn. I'm too damn old. 81 years old now. You cannot teach an old dog new tricks. And we got a wheelchair coming in for my wife tomorrow at between 1 and 1:30. We kept putting it off because it was raining hard. They said, we can't come that day because you got to try it, see how my wife's going to do going down the ramp on it. You're not going to do it in the poor rain. They can't tell me at the wheelchair place what the size is when it's folded up. Now, it's a large wheelchair. It will not go through a 30-inch back door, and it will not go through the front door because of the porch. So if it don't fold up, it's going to be kept outside and get ruined with a tarpaulin over it, and the mice can get up underneath. My wife is going to order one of them plastic storage bins that go on the deck. But we can't order that until we know the size of the wheelchair when it's folded up. And if it don't fold, all of them, as far as I know, folds. But if it don't fold, bring it back, sir, because it's not going in the door. Because it's got to be kept outside in the storage bin. We get one of them ready-made storage bins, about $160 at Walmart. It's similar to the ones that hold trash cans, only it's 4 feet wide and 22 or 23 inches deep. And how high, I don't remember. But if the wheelchair is folded up, it should be able to go right in there, and we can keep it on the deck. It's a deck box. Perfect if that works. But if the wheelchair don't fold up, that would mean we'd have to buy a full-size, 6-foot-tall plastic shed, and we don't want that. We got sheds here now. I don't want to create any problems because we don't own the land. And I can't have another structure out there, you know. We just can't do it. So if it don't fold up, we're going to send the wheelchair back. Right now she can get in the car as long as her legs and feet don't swell up again. She's on a low-sodium diet. We get the Healthy Choice TV dinners. There is no such thing as getting TV dinners that have no salt in them. We looked into it. But she's getting canned soups, low salt, TV dinners, low salt. But you're not going to get no salt. That is totally impossible. So when she was in rehab, they gave her food, the regular food, no salt added. We don't add salt on any of our foods. When my wife was cooking, she'd never put salt in the foods. We never put salt on them. Never did. I put pepper on, but I don't put salt in any food, and neither does my son nor my wife. Now, my wife was eating pepperoni and stuff like that. That's got a lot of salt. She knocked that off. She don't have hot dogs anymore, although she likes them. There's a lot of stuff she can't eat anymore, And it's very depressing for her because she likes those things. And pizza, light on the cheese. Me, I don't like a lot of cheese on pizza anyways. And when I have a pizza, I say light on the cheese, no pepperoni, even though I don't need to be restricted on salt, still not good for you. And once in a great while, we'll get pizza. But she's a cheese lover, and she likes cheese on the pizza, but we got to cut it back. And that's the best. We're doing the best we can. That's all. So I want to give you an update on that. We had a good friend of hers and us, a couple that lives a few miles from us, that helped actually put up the Christmas tree, same as last year. She's a wonderful person, and she put up the tree because my wife can't do any of that anymore. She tries to put an ornament on a tree, and she stands for a few minutes, and her legs, she can't. Her legs give out on it. She's got to go, even though the rehab helped her strengthen up, she still has problems. So, we're doing the best we can, and I'll get back on this hobby again when those tubes come in, and if I get at least 2 or 3 good tubes out of those 50 tubes for the $20 free shipping, I'll show you a picture of that if I haven't already. Then I got my money's worth on it. And I looked at the tube numbers on the box, as you can see, and the majority of them, if not all of them, are radio tubes, because I don't want TV tubes. Tommy went to Jewett City a couple of weeks ago and saw boxes of tubes. But if I was there, I'd look at them, I could tell you right away what's a TV tube and what is a radio tube. And the radio tubes I'll snap up. TV tubes, I'm not interested. There was a time I was. So I get those, and and as far as getting any radios, no, I want to finish this, and I can't. I guess got no room here. So, anyways, that's about it. I'm going to let you go, and I want to thank you all for watching me. I'm looking at the fan over there, and the camera's over here. Isn't that something? The camera's over here. You're over here, but I keep looking over there. You're over here, not here. Whatever it is you do, don't put up tomorrow what you can do today, because you might like it today, and you might want to do the whole damn thing all over again tomorrow. Good day.
Good day.